Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So this is going to be the second lecture of our higher time frame AMD cycle, and in this lecture I'm going to introduce to you profile 2 of our AMD cycle. And with this profile 2 you guys will be able to learn how to anticipate AMD cycle when price is trading at swing points. So in this lecture, you will learn how to anticipate AMD cycle when price trades at an old swing high or low. What are the ways to predict AMD cycle at old swing high or low? When IPTA delivers liquidity at old swing high or low, it often leaves signature behind that helps us to know how the next move in price can happen. Before I show you these signatures in price, let me tell you these moves won't work 100% of the time if you are trading just a pattern. Okay, you will have to see a narrative behind it, and once you have the narrative from higher time frame with you, and you spot those signature forming at a key level, you can anticipate reversal and trend continuation. These are very specific signature that forms it on price, and majority of the time you will see price respecting this signature, and that's the reason that I'm going to introduce to you these signatures today. So let's move to the next slide and let's get introduced to these signatures. I already introduced these signatures to you in our previous lecture, but here we'll be going a little bit deeper into this. Signature from IPTA at old swing high or low. You will be able to recognize these signatures by looking at how price closing their candles body at old swing high or swing low. So there are two ways to know if price is going to do a continuation or reversal. The first one is if price closing a candles body below the swing point, then that's a signature from price that indicates potential reversal. The second point is if price closing a candles body above the swing point, then that's a signature from price that indicates a potential trend continuation. Now, without a narrative, these are not gonna work. So first, I'm telling you guys again, I'm gonna introduce to you the pattern, but you will have to understand that without a narrative, these patterns are not gonna be profitable to you. They will work once in a while, and you are not gonna be consistent. So higher time frame, narrative comes first and then the pattern. I will also be showing you guys how to align higher time frame narrative with this pattern as well. So below I'm going to show you some common examples of the signature. So for a reversal, this is the signature that you are going to be expecting from price if that's a reversal. As an example, you can see price closed a candles body below the swing point, and that's a signature from IPTA that we have a potential reversal on the way. So suppose that's a swing point, okay, and then you can see price went above the swing point. Suppose that's where we have buy side liquidity. Price went above. This is the candle that did the stop hunt. So the candle that does the stop hunt will open price hands to you by showing how it's closing its candles body. So you can see that this is the swing point, right? And price closed the candles body below the swing point, and that's the indication to us that the next candle that opens will be bearish and it will provide us a reversal. Very common way to know, but I'm gonna put some context behind it, some rules behind it, so that you can trade this pattern with consistency. To anticipate trend continuation, this is what we're gonna be looking at chart. In this example, you can see that we have a candle body above the swing point. So here, this is the swing point. Okay, this is just an example. When I show you the actual chart and introduce to you some rules, you will be able to trade it. But I'm just introducing to you the patterns right now, the signatures that helps us to know if it's gonna be a reversal or trend continuation. These are very common patterns. When you put narrative behind these patterns, you will see chart in a different way, and it will change your whole idea on higher time frame. In this example, you can see that we have a candles body above the swing point. So whenever we see a scenario like this, we can expect to see continuation of the trend. There's more context behind it. Okay, so in this lecture, I'm only gonna be teaching you how to trade AMD cycle with reversal. Okay, I'm not gonna teach you how to trade trend continuation with AMD cycle. You will have to wait for that. So first we'll be learning how to trade the reversal in our next slide. So here I wrote a note for you. Pause the video, read it, and now I'm gonna take you to the next slide. Okay, before I do that, these are very common signatures, folks. Okay, without a context behind it, these are not gonna work. So always remember that. Let's take a look at the rules that will help us to trade with these signatures in price. How to trade AMD cycle at swing points, right? To see AMD cycle at swing points, you will have to follow some rules, and the rules are: your focus will be at the candle that does the stop hunt, and you will look for the signatures that I taught you in the previous slide. What did I taught you in the previous slide? So if price wanna do a reversal, once price goes above a swing point or below a swing point, you will look at the candle that does the stop hunt. If the candle is closing below or closing above, if we are bullish, the swing point, then you can anticipate a reversal. All right, so that's what I wrote here. That's your first rule. Very easy. Okay, these things are very easy to see on chart. They give a whole lot of context behind what we can expect on lower time frame. And trust me, this lecture won't take you long to understand, but it will give you a new idea, a new way to look at chart when price is trading at these key points like swing points. The second rule is, once the narrative plus price confirms that you have a potential reversal. Okay, I showed you the signatures to look at chart to anticipate a reversal. So once you see that, once narrative is aligned, once price confirms it with time, your high probability targets will be previous 2 candles prior to stop hunt. So you are focusing first at the candle that does the stop hunt. You are looking at that specific candle and you are watching how price is closing its candle's body. Okay, if it's closing its candle's body below the swing point, then you are going to be targeting previous 2 candles prior to the stop hunt. Okay, the candle that did the stop hunt, you are going to be focusing at previous 2 candles, and that's going to be your target. Once price closes the candle that did the stop hunt, and if it's closing below the swing point, your target is going to be the first candle's low and the second candle's low. All right, so if you are anticipating a long-term reversal, then you can expect price to reach major swing points. But in this lecture, I'm going to teach you to target previous 2 candles prior stop hunt. So now let's take a look at some examples in our next slide. So look at this first example. We have a swing point, right? This is our buy side liquidity. I wrote swing point so that you can understand it can be buy side or sell side. That doesn't change the narrative. Okay, that doesn't change how the signature is going to appear. If it's a buy side liquidity, you are going to be anticipating the same signature. If it's a same sell side liquidity, then you are going to be expecting the same signature, same narrative from the price. Okay, so you can see that price went above a swing point. Look at the candle body. This candle, you are going to wait for price to close this candle. Okay, we're not going to be engaging at this candle, and that's a signature from price that we have a potential reversal on the way. And once price closes the body, what's going to be your target? Okay, what are you going to be targeting? We're going to be targeting this first candle and the second candle prior to the stop hunt. So this candle did the stop hunt. What are the previous 2 candles prior to the stop hunt? This one and this one. So this candle's low is going to be your high probability target, and the second candle's low is going to be your high probability target. So first you will be targeting this. You will be taking a partial here, and your final TP is going to be this second candle's low. And here you can see that once you confirm that once price confirms that we have a reversal, once price relieves the signature, once you have a narrative that confirms that you can anticipate a reversal, at the next 2 candles or 3 candles, you can anticipate price to go below this candle's low. This is our last candle prior to the stop hunt, this candle's low, and then the second candle's low, which is down here. As you can see, price delivered below the last two candles prior stop hunt. These formation and patterns are high probability on higher time frame like weekly, daily, 4-hour and 1-hour chart. So I wrote it wrong here. It's not gonna be in, it's gonna be end 1-hour chart. Okay, so this is what I'm teaching you, to know the bias on higher time frame. All right, in our last lecture I introduced to you profile 1, and that's gonna help you to do what? To know what are the next couple of candles gonna be on weekly chart, on daily chart. So if you can see this pattern repeating on daily chart, you have a bias for next 3 to 4 days, right? Minimum 2 days. If you identify this pattern on 4-hour chart, then you will be able to know what's your bias gonna be for the next, for this AM or PM session. So you can see how important it is to understand the signature and identify this pattern with the correct narrative in price, from price, right? So let's take a look at our next slide. In this example, you can see that this is a bullish example. So look at the signature in price. We went below this swing point. This is our candle that did the stop hunt, right? So we target the previous candle, last two candle prior to the stop hunt. So this candle did the stop hunt. Our target is gonna be this candle and this candle. Here you can see that we have an inside candle. So whenever you have an inside candle like this, this is what you are gonna be avoiding. Okay, this is what price is not gonna respect as order block. Once you see the confirmation like this, once price leaves signatures like this, these breaker or reclaimed order block or whatever you want to refer, just ignore these candles like this, and you're going to be targeting this first and then this the second candle. And here you can see that we have a swing high with buy side liquidity very close to it. This is the third candle. You can also target this third candle as well, but majority of the time your high probability target is going to remain first and the second candle prior to the stop hunt. You can also sometimes target the candle that does the stop hunt. Okay, if price is if price is not doing reaching for this swing high at this candle. Okay, the next candle did that. So suppose you see a reversal pattern forming here, you will be able to target this, take a partial here, take a partial here, and then here. I hope you understood what's the high probability target in this scenario here. We focus at the candle that does the stop hunt. We look for the signature in price by confirming the closure of candle's body. If the candle's body are closing above the swing point, we can anticipate a potential reversal. And once price confirms that we have a potential reversal here in this candle, you can see price closed above the swing point also, you can target the previous two candles prior to the stop hunt. So this is the candle that did the stop hunt. You can also target this, but your high probability target, as I'm teaching you, will be the last two candles prior to the stop hunt. Makes sense, folks? I also wrote the same thing here. As in this example, you can see that after price went below a swing point, we closed a candle's body above the swing point, and that indicates a potential reversal to us. Once you identify the signature and narrative confirms the reversal, your target for the next candle will be previous first and second candle prior to the stop hunt. So I hope you understood all these examples. If not, email me at hydra.trade7@gmail.com if you have any question related to this. Now that's the end of our second profile. I'm gonna share some gems with you, how to anticipate and where to look for a SMT when you see a pattern like this on price appearing on higher time frame. Before I do that, okay, suppose this is daily chart, daily swing point, price went below, closed the candle's body below the swing, above the swing point, and it left a signature like this. How many days of bias you are getting here? Suppose you also waited for this candle to close. You are getting a bias for this this and this kind of. So for 3 to 4 days, you will know what price can likely do, and that's enough, folks, to change your life. And that's how trading changed my life, and I was able to quit 9 to 5. That's our target, right? So let's take a look at the gems that we have. So how to trade AMD cycle as swing points. Again, the reversal. And here I'm going to be showing you where to anticipate the SMT. There are two potential zones to anticipate the SMT. First, when price is near to the swing point. We all know about it. And the second, after price does the stop hunt with a signature, anticipate SMT at the next candle. And that's something that majority of the people don't know. So here's a visual aid. This is the first point. We all know it. This is a swing low. Price goes below this swing low, and we anticipate and look for SMT down here. So there's nothing to explain on this point. But here you can see that we have much more narrative and context behind it. We have a swing point, and then look at this candle, right? It went below this candle, and that's where we usually see a SMT as well. All right, this is something that is that's majority of the people don't know. After we do a stop hunt, you recognize the signature at the next candle after the stop hunt is high probability for a SMT. Always remember that, and trust me, it's gonna change the way you are looking at chart right now. It will give so much more context behind what you are anticipating. You are not gonna be guessing anymore on higher time frame with this teaching, right? So where to anticipate a high probability SMT with our AMD cycle model? The candle that does the stop hunt will be focusing on the next candle that opens, and that majority of the time will form a SMT. Now SMT alone is nothing, folks, okay? But SMT gives confidence in our trade. We can, if we see a SMT, that means what? That's a smart money reversal signal, and this will bring speed in price delivery, and we'll see low resistance distribution. That's what gonna give us confidence to hold the trade, to take more trades as long as the SMT is valid, right? In our last example here, you can see that this candle opened lower, right? So that's where we usually see a SMT. So very important key level. Majority of the people are gonna be anticipating a SMT when price is going above a all swing high or all swing low. What they don't know, that price also forms another type of SMT. If it's not forming a SMT at the swing point, it's very likely gonna do that at the next candle after a stop hunt. So I hope you understood the lecture. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. I hope you found it insightful. And I'm gonna be catching you guys with a new lecture very soon, and that's gonna be where I'm gonna share AM session turtle soup model. Okay, how to use AMD cycle and anticipate and trade a turtle soup pattern on lower time frame. So that's gonna be inside our lecture 3. I hope you enjoy lecture 2. If you have any question, any concern, any suggestion, email me at hydra.trade7@gmail.com. Until I catch you with the next lecture, take care, good luck with trading, and peace.